This is all of us after watching the first episode of Daredevil Born Again. And I can't help but question whether or not Marvel potentially made their biggest mistake yet. But let's talk about it. I cannot preface this enough. Major spoiler warning if you haven't seen the first episode of Daredevil Born Again, but drop a like and let me know what you think when you do. So, episode 1 starts off with kind of a gut punch. And listen, there was a lot of talk about a particular moment that occurs in the first episode that they were really nervous and adamant about and questioning whether or not they made the right decision. And when we see the trailers and we hear that Matt's talking about a line that was crossed, I think we all kind of knew what he had potentially done, but I worried what was the catalyst that led to him being pushed over the edge. Now, I had a lot of theories, I had a lot of thoughts, but the death of Foggy was not on that list. Listen, I literally just made a video the other day talking about some of the things that I'm most excited for with the return of Daredevil Born Again, and Nelson, Foggy, and Paige was on that list. And I feel like if any of the cast or crew potentially saw that video, they were like, now, did Marvel potentially make a mistake by going this direction? I want to say yes and no. I want to say yes because I think many fans were really excited, obviously, to see Matt Murdock come back, but really was excited to see this trio. And so knowing that in the first episode, this trio it's donezo, it hurts. But then there's the other part, the far more rational part that enjoys a good story and knows that in order for us to kind of get to a certain point, there has to be a big climactic thing that leads to that. And seeing the death of Foggy obviously is a catalyst that leads Matt to hang it up, but I'm really curious to see the impactful moments that occur within the next few episodes that lead him to put the cowl back on. I also think that after Daredevil being gone for the longest time, I think it was important for them to have a big emotional reaction from the audience. I mean, if they were going to bring the show back, you got to bring it back in a big way. And as we know, Marvel isn't the most inclined at taking risks like this. I mean, we've only seen this sort of thing a handful of times. And so for them to do this within the first couple minutes of episode 1, kudos to them. I really was thinking that Foggy was going to have a miraculous recovery, but it seems like they went that direction and they're sticking to it. It is really sad, but as someone that enjoys seeing Marvel take risks, this is as good as it gets. But I'm still really upset that we're not going to see Foggy anymore.